like that. We're live, everybody.
We're here.
Hang
Setting
with
you
us.
up in the car. Gotta keep the seatbelt on as Derek is driving.
You might take your case off there so it sits flat against.
I mean, it might.
If not, it's gonna bounce like that.
Bounce, bounce, bounce.
There we go.
We're a car live. Have we ever?
No, I don't think we've ever done this, and it may be the least productive live we've ever had. But we had to hop on, at least share some initial reviews, get your feedback. I know that many of you watched the naming ceremony through Carnival's link.
Yep.
So hello to all of you
We
who
watched
joined.
it in the Carnival Theater.
Amanda, you have to keep an eye on chat. There's a lot of people
I got
joining.
you. They're all just saying, hey.
Yeah. We are headed back. I'm disappointed.
Oh, what are you
They
disappointed
kicked us off the ship. I've never been on a ship for one day, and they say, okay, adios.
You've been kicked off.
I've never been kicked off. Today, I guess.
Well, actually, you weren't really kicked off. Like, it was in the contract. Like, you get on for this many hours and you gotta get off.
No, you're right about that.
Although he did think about being a stowaway for a while. But
Yeah.
I had to tell him, no, you gotta drive me back to Arkansas.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I honestly, when it was time to get off, I tried to convince Amanda to stay.
Yeah, like, that's not realistic.
It is. To
No,
me.
I bet that cruise is sold out. They're not even selling
Hold that,
cabins
I'll
right
take
now.
off. We could have maybe got on.
We're in a little bit of traffic coming out of Galveston.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
We're actually closer to Houston.
Yep. So let's just recap for those that don't know. We were invited to the naming ceremony. We got on the ship. We had a few hours to tour and look around and, do whatever for a little bit.
That was neat. It was. The bars were open. Some of the food was open. Not all the food, but they had a special lunch.
They had some snack samplers.
Oh, yeah. They were great.
Yeah, but
I asked Amanda, at what point do you stop calling them samplers when you have 3 of them and 4 of them?
They were all different types, and they had a lobster cake that was
was great. From Emerald's. Have you guys had lobster
it was from
cake?
From Emerald's.
Gosh.
So they were all little appetizers on the trays.
The one bite.
Yeah, the little sampler. So I was going to town on those because we didn't have breakfast.
They were good.
But so we did that. Then we had lunch, and we had lunch with some other travel agents, and got to know some people from Carnival that work for Carnival, and they kind of work in their sales department.
Some we knew, some we don't know.
So it was interesting to talk to people that, have different ideas about how to do this, how to do that.
It's neat to see what everyone's piece of the pie is, right?
That's
What
true.
do you do? How do you contribute? It's always neat for me to get that from people.
Oh, yeah, and someone said, saw your Emerald picture. We did see Emerald, and I kind of stalked him for a little bit on the side.
Well, tell him what with Venezia. Tell him,
okay. Well, he was talking to some people, and so we didn't want to interrupt, but we didn't want him to zoom out of there. So we just kind of hovered for just a little bit, and finally I was like, okay, Derek, we just got to jump in there. So we jumped in, and Derek had a nice little chat with him about us going on the Venezia and seeing him on there. And so you can kind of tell him, y'all chatted for maybe 1-2 minutes.
Oh, yeah. Some of the things that he had discussed in May when we were on Venezia was changing up how they source their products and he's trying to improve the menu, right? And he said, Carnival's not just paying me to be a face and to use my NIL, name, image, and likeness. I really want to make a difference. So he tried 56 dishes in May, in one day. He chose told Carnival what to keep. Here's what's going to work for you. Here's not as what is going to work for you. I didn't know on the Venezia he brought 5 chefs with him.
Oh, that's cool.
He said, I brought 5 chefs with me. And that's when they did the menu redesign, which I thought was really cool. And so what I thought was neat was he said, have you cruised since May? I said, yes, several times. And he asked, have you seen a difference in the menu? Have you seen improvement? I said, yeah, honestly, we have. Yeah. And he was really he cared about that. Yeah. And so that was really neat.
Yeah, it's interesting that, yes, they hired him, and he could have just been the face of this restaurant, but he has really taken an interest and is invested in making the food on Carnival even better.
Yeah.
So that was really cool.
Yeah.
Oh, he's switching off the glasses.
It was cool. I really enjoyed that. He was so nice.
Yeah, he was very nice.
But then we,
Yeah,
after that, we got to see a lot of crew members. You know, we were on the inaugural selling, and of course, we've cruised Carnival so many times.
yeah, we saw.
We
a
saw
couple
so
that
many
we knew,
people,
Yeah,
that we knew, and that was cool. Some dorky stuff. Adolfo Perez, who's Carnival's head.
yeah. Derek
of
knows all these
sales,
people.
was there, and so that was really neat. Adolfo's been with Carnival for 40 years, and so that was really cool. And so, but yeah, lunch was great, and then we made our way to. We were actually
theater.
early. The theater. We're like, let's go early because we need
Yeah,
to get a good
because
seat.
we gotta see Gwen Stefani.
And oh my gosh, it was busy. I mean,
Oh, it was
everyone
packed.
had the same idea. Let's
Yep.
go.
So we got in there, got a seat for the naming ceremony, and they kind of they ran through things pretty quick. I mean, they got it
It was
going.
still it was longer than what I thought. I thought it'd be about an hour.
Yeah.
You know, I know that several of you watched online. What you guys think of the naming ceremony online?
Were you impressed? Were you not impressed? Were you bored and changed the channel?
I thought Kendall did a good job. John, that's usually John Hild's place
Yeah,
to MC that, but I thought Kendall did a great job
yeah, she did really good.
with it.
So she came out and she introduced Christine, and Christine kind of led the whole thing.
Yeah.
And she thanked all the big wigs and all the people that needed to be thanked. She showed who the engineer was for the ship.
Oh, we got to
Who
see
were the
Pierre
different
again.
people? Yeah, Pierre and
Carnival's lead hotel director who oversaw the whole project
yeah,
and lived on the ship for 6 months while it was in Germany. It was really cool.
yep. Someone said it was pretty boring, to be honest. I mean, I get that.
Well, compared, it was Alex, I think.
Yeah,
compared
Alex
to what Royal did. Royal puts on a production.
They do.
They really do.
But it was more of like a formal, like, thank you to all of the people that have helped make this happen. And then
And it was a weird spot because this ship was supposed to be at November 18th.
yeah,
They had
that's
this
true.
huge event planned in November and could not do
So
it
they had to
because
dial it back,
December
yeah.
23rd, they couldn't ask Emerald to fly in. They couldn't ask all these big wigs to
Yeah.
fly in. So it was
But
a little bit different.
I did like the St. Jude part. They gave St. Jude a check for $50,000, and then they went over like all the numbers, the amount of money that Carnival has donated.
$33 million is what they've raised.
Or is that what they've promised to
no,
raise
that's what-
by 2030? Hope that
Was
wasn't
it
our tire that popped.
Tire or a gunshot just went off. $33 million is what they've raised, and then they've said they've committed to raising $50 million by 2030.
That's pretty crazy.
So that is really, and most of that money is from passengers. It's
Oh,
not
yeah.
from Carnival. It's from
100%,
passengers. So that is so cool. And it was neat. St. Jude talked about by 2030 they want to raise the survival rate from 20%. That's their goal, 20% to 60% in 2030.
That's crazy, yeah.
And,
That's a high leap there.
Yeah, and they said that this money that Carnival passengers give goes directly to, they said, providing medicine.
Yeah.
Going to provide 120,000 kiddos medicine out of 400,000, which
Yeah,
I thought,
that's really impressive.
That is unbelievable.
Well, I think it's neat. Like, people are blessed to be on vacation. You're blessed to get to go do these things. So it's neat that Carnival has that opportunity for people to give back, after they've already been, blessed with what they have.
Chris, we are headed back to the house.
Did they give you any cool merch? Oh, mine's back there in the back. I'm not crawling back there because y'all see my behind if I crawled back there. But they gave us these little boots that are some shot glasses.
On the way out, yeah.
A set of shot glass boots.
Yeah, I thought mine was maybe in the back
No,
seat,
it's way back there.
but That was cool.
Yeah, so that was neat. Neat little souvenir, because honestly, I didn't expect them to give us anything.
No,
So,
No.
it was neat.
it was really cool.
And then to top it off, the cherry on top, Gwen Stefani performed.
Yeah, that was a surprise. I thought Max
Yeah.
one song.
One song,
That's all
and
you're
she'll be
getting.
out of here.
Yeah.
But
she
no,
was.
she did good.
Someone had just mentioned earlier. We had one perspective because we were sitting in a theater, and you guys online had a different one. Said that she teared up.
Oh, okay. Didn't see
some
that.
point.
Yeah.
And but I think you could tell toward the end and maybe not at the beginning. I don't know. Maybe she didn't realize what she's getting into. And then it sounded like she's like, okay, I kind of get this. I understand now what this is.
Yeah.
And so
It was neat.
I thought that was cool.
But she did like 5 songs, 5 or
Yeah.
6, and she did really good.
Amanda was throwing it back to the 90s, I guess. Or
I
2000s.
guess so. I guess I was.
No doubt.
No doubt.
This ship is bananas.
Yeah, Derek was like, "Oh, she changed the lyrics to this ship." I'm like, Derek, come on. Everyone knew she was gonna change the lyric to this ship.
It was good.
And she did say it was her ship.
She did.
She
This
took
is
claim of
my
it.
Ship.
Yep. And
That
she
was
did.
cool.
She did really good. I was impressed
Yeah,
for that.
absolutely.
You know, because you get in there, it's a small little stage they have set up.
Yeah, the theater.
No,
Let's talk about
Blake was not there.
Let's talk about the theater. One of the big hits, I guess, with the XL class in general, the theater is small, and I thought it was. I kept saying 700 or 800 seats. I think it's small. I think it's 600 or
I don't know.
700.
You're gonna have to look it up.
It is small,
Google it.
and that's one reason why it was so exclusive. Half the theater were Carnival executives.
Yeah.
Half the seats had names on them. Okay, the rest of them, of course, are open for anybody. But the theater is small.
It was small, but I mean, I like that theater though.
Yeah, it is good.
Yeah.
It
The
is
ones
good.
that have the like stories up above it,
Yeah.
there are points where you can't really see the stage very well and that kind of
Poles.
thing. Yeah, those
Yep.
poles get in the way.
Yep.
So
We took some great video. We took pictures as well. We got a little surprise. Bolt was open, and Amanda and I looked at each other.
We did. We rode Bolt.
I think we may be the most two overdressed people to ever ride Bolts.
No, there was a guy that had on a suit and a tie. He beat you.
me.
He
I
beat
did not
you.
have my tie.
No, he did.
I brought
yeah.
a tie. I
Packed it in the
well, I saw the
suitcase,
vibe.
and
Not
you
many,
left it in
not
there.
many people wearing the tie, so I thought,
Okay.
I'm not wearing the tie.
Yeah. But it was neat. It was really cool. Derek drove the first time around, and then no one was in line, and so we were like, well, let's just go again. So that was neat.
So we got on separate.
Yeah, we got on separate ones,
Yeah.
and I had to go fast so he wouldn't catch me. He didn't catch me.
I did not. It's a lot of people though. They get caught up on that $15, and some people get upset. Carnival charges $15.
But Derek brought up a good point, though. You said if they had it for free, the line would be endless.
There'd be 100 people.
So,
There'd be 100 people lined up to ride it if it were free.
yeah.
In
so I get
1.2
it. That's
miles,
true.
keep
better
left
charge
onto
something.
South Loop East
My
Freeway.
phone's telling directions.
Yeah, I've got it actually on my phone.
But I did not. There we go.
Again, never done this in the car, but both $15 I think is fair.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, you cannot take a GoPro. I know
No.
I've seen people try to harness it,
Yeah.
and sneak it.
And they don't let you?
They don't, but
Oh.
some people are successful in sneaking them like to their chest,
Yeah.
things
Little
like that.
pocket cam.
Yeah, I've seen it. There's YouTube videos out there.
But it goes faster than you think. I got
does.
on there and I thought it was going to be a kiddie ride, and we rode it in December. I was like, oh yeah, haha, this is going to be so much fun. When that thing takes off,
Bam.
you're like, whoa! That was literally my face too, by the way. I know that you really enjoyed seeing that.
So much fun.
Yeah.
It was, but it was a successful day. It was. A lot of people ask, is it worth it? We're in the car.
Oh.
We're going to drive 8 hours back home.
That's true.
It was worth it.
It was, yeah.
A couple highlights of the trip, things to point out for me. Number one, I'm reminded how beautiful Galveston is. It's a neat place. If you're cruising out of Galveston, to go a day or two early. I prefer those extra days on the front end.
Yeah.
Amanda can watch the chat to see if people are saying anything.
So glad you had such an amazing opportunity. Thank you. Yeah, we had fun.
Galveston was cool.
But Eric's right. We had that Friday, yesterday, to just relax and enjoy Galveston. So we just we didn't rush around. We walked Strand a little bit, had lunch, and then we went to San Luis and did the pool and the hot tubs. So it was good.
And
Did you meet Julio or any of the port peeps?
Yes, Julio was there. Recognized us, and we got to catch up with him for probably 10 minutes. It was great to put a face.
Bistro? Yes. Yeah, he was
About 10
super
minutes.
nice.
He
Yeah.
really was.
And he mentioned us catching up next time we're in Galveston. So
We talked about you most of the time, Alex.
yeah, he was super nice.
It was so much fun. The San Luis, we shared that.
Okay, new favorite hotel in Galveston.
But
the San Luis.
This is what I was going to mention. A lot of people are like, yeah, but it's $300.
But if you're going, you have to look at it as like a day excursion, because you can go to the pool and relax, have some drinks, lay in the lounge chairs. Yeah, if you're coming in early, you have a whole day to count that as like your day excursion there in Galveston.
Yeah.
But if you're just coming to lay your head down on your pillow and
No.
then wake up the next day, no, don't do it.
No.
So anyway, we liked it. We're gonna try to look at booking it maybe for New Year's.
Yeah.
Get everybody going there and have the day before the cruise to
That's right.
hang out and spend time with everybody
In a heated pool.
in a heated pool. And it was warm too. It was like just a step down from the hot tub.
Yeah. Well, that is true.
So anyway, all right, that's the recap of the naming
Yeah.
ceremony.
We're gonna head home, and we need to do a live show. We probably won't get it tomorrow night.
Not tomorrow night.
We've
We gonna
got
be
baseball
tired.
practice, and yeah, we've been on the road. It'll be
On
16,
the road again.
16 hours to the last 36, I guess is what it will be.
Yep, I'm probably
Maybe
gonna.
Monday night.
Yep.
And then 3 weeks from today, we'll set sail on the Jubilee. That's the only thing that made me hold back my tears there.
Well, that one's gonna be an actual family vacation for us.
It will
So
be.
we're gonna try to work a little bit less, try to relax some.
Try.
I know, try.
Try.
Yeah, but it is what it is.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, guys, we appreciate you so much. We hope that you enjoyed their ceremony. We certainly did. And like we said earlier, we hope that you have a cruise booked very, very soon. I know that a lot of us need it. We work hard. There's a lot of responsibility on all of us.
Yeah.
And
Everyone's saying safe travels.
thank you so much. Our arrival time is 1:23 a.m. That's
So
what that
probably about
stops.
1:30.
I hope.
Yeah. We talked about maybe stopping and, getting a hotel if we get too tired.
When we wake up, we got church and baseball practice. So this doesn't stop, does it?
That's true. Always something. All right. See you guys later. Thanks for joining us for a quick recap.
That's right.
We'll see you guys later.
Have a great evening, guys.